Hi, this is Tom Pritscher again, and I got a question for you. What would you do if somebody came up to you and just slapped you, or did something else but was offensive to you that, uh, in many cases, would make the person mad and perhaps strike out on the at the other person? Well, remember one of my main themes that is hard to understand. Uh, but if you notice these different situations, there's a lot of them, and I'll explain to you how it happens. So, the the principle of mine, it's not of mine, I don't own it, and it's been out there for several thousand years too. What you defend against, you make real. Well, that doesn't make much sense because you have to defend uh, yourself. Yeah, sometimes you do, and when you do, well, then you do it. And but at the deeper levels of consciousness, well, what do I mean by that? Remember how I said in earlier videos, and I've talked about this in earlier videos, what you defend against, you make real, is only accomplishable at deeper levels of consciousness. And then I made earlier also the model or the metaphor of everything that arises in your mind is like a bubble arising from the bottom of the ocean. And if the bottom of the ocean were the absolute depth of consciousness, and it rises, 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 and where at the surface, where it bursts and goes bloop, that's your level of consciousness. So, and if it's a big bubble, well, you're pretty far away from your source, origin, essence, presence, and it's got you usually at that level. But when you deepen your level of consciousness, uh, those things that happen to you, like the slap we talked about, um, they can be your teacher at deeper levels of consciousness. And at grosser levels of consciousness, where the bubble is big, they can be your executioner. So, at grosser levels of consciousness, where you get angry and lose it, then you have to react. But at deeper levels of consciousness, uh, it becomes your teacher, and you don't react to it, but maybe you proact. I know that's a word I don't care for too much, but that's what people talk about a lot these days, and it means something. So uh, notice that notice things around you and things in the news of actually they occur every day in the news. You know, with people killing each other all over the world and stuff like that. What are we to do for peace? Well, first you have to find peace within yourself, and that means a deeper level of consciousness. So if somebody slaps you, well, like Jesus in the Bible, you turn your cheek. That's the meaning of this. You don't react to it. And uh, just before that in the Bible, it says something. Well, it says, "Resist not evil." And today, uh, popular expression is what you resist persists. And I just say it, what you defend against, you make real. It's a little broader, perhaps, but it has the same depth and the same consequences. So, if you want to find peace and happiness in your life and joy, learn how to deepen your level of consciousness where you're not reacting with things, but you learn from things and they become your teacher. And there are many ways to do that. And I'm going to sign off for now. This is Thomas Vincent Pritscher signing off.